What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the CoolFigurez channel. If you're new, then welcome. This channel is all about cool action figures, analyzing them, hunting them, taking pics of them, and of course, playing with them. I try to upload new content every Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, so check back on those days to see what I've uploaded, or just hit that bell icon to be notified when I do upload new content, because it is my goal throughout 2021 to give you guys new content throughout the week, besides those 3 days when I can. So make sure to hit that bell icon so you stay updated. And if by the end of this video you find yourself enjoying it, please remember to give it a thumbs up. It really helps out the channel grow. And if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. It is a very small goal of mine to try to reach at least one new subscriber per video that I put out. So please be my one new subscriber for this video. Thank you so much in advance. As always, the information on this channel is intended for adult collectors and not children. I am your host, Jesse the Batman Girl, aka the Buff Collector, and today I have for you guys the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Deathstroke. Now, if you guys saw my I guess it wasn't my previous, because my previous was the Bat Cycle review, but the one before that, the McFarlane Black Label Batman review, I stated that that figure was a hard pass for me at the start. Now this figure was a hard get for me at the start because the only real villain that McFarlane Toys has released for Batman really has been the Joker. And you can only do so much, you know, in terms of toy photography with that. So when he announced a Deathstroke, I was really happy. Especially considering I've never had a Deathstroke figure because I wasn't collecting when the Arkham games were, you know, brand new and coming out. So when he announced this and the Arkham Knight Batman, I jumped on them. I pre-ordered them both on Amazon. They both arrived on the date that they came out. I believe it was like October 1st of last year. Batman I opened up right away. Deathstroke stayed in the box until literally, I want to say, about late December, because I had been seeing review after review after review saying how bad this figure was. But I've also had been hearing it was a great figure. And so my opinion is it's 50-50. It looks great, but there's a lot missing and a lot to gripe about. But at the same time, as an action figure collector, you should have enough to fill in those holes. But at the same time, as a figure collector and a consumer and purchaser and buyer, you shouldn't have to fill in those holes when you're purchasing these figures from these companies, especially from McFarlane, since they've been doing so well and giving us so many accessories with these figures. It was just really shocking when this figure came out, and I'll show you why. So first and foremost, let's go ahead and look at the accessories this figure comes with. So first off, and as always, they come with a stand that has a little DC logo on there, so you can stand them up. Those things are really cool, but when you're displaying a bunch of these guys, they just take up a lot of space, so they just end up in my accessory drawer. But anyways, he also comes with a trading card, as they all do. See, focus right there. Cool little picture. You can pause it and screen grab that if you want. Looking at the back, let's see, focus. You can pause that and read it if you want. So, but anyways, he does also come with his sword. Now, gripe number one starts right here with the sword. It's a good looking sword, right? It looks really good, really well painted and detailed. Look what you can do. It's a bendy sword. Now, I gotta admit, it is nice because you know it won't break. But at the same time, if they would have made it with just a slightly bit harder plastic, it would have been that much better. And that's all the accessories you get with Deathstroke. Yep, that's it. No bow staff, no handgun, no grenade, no nothing. You do get a handgun and a grenade molded onto his belt and thigh strap, but they are not removable, and so they are unusable. Which is why I said you can, as an action figure collector, fill in those gaps because you should have extra stuff. But you know, you shouldn't have to when you're purchasing these products for, you know, $20 or $23, $24, whatever, however much he cost. But you know, the other big gripe is his sheath. It's half. It's literally half a sheath, so you can see into it. It's like, so watch. When you put the sword in, you can see the sword. It's right there. Look, sword. Oops, taking the sheath off. No sword, no sword. Look, sword, no sword, sword, no sword, sword. You get the picture. And then look, he has a grenade right here, but can't take that off. It's got a gun right here, a handgun. Can't take that off. So, you know, those are my gripes with this figure. But these are the positives of this figure. It looks amazing. It is a great representation of Deathstroke in my opinion. There's a lot of texture and detail in the armor, so that is really nice. He looks a little Aquaman-ish right here in the silver. You know, kind of looks like, you know, classic Aquaman with like those, you know what I'm talking about if you've seen classic Aquaman. If you haven't, then you probably have no idea, and it doesn't even look like that to you, so it's not even a concern. But anyways, there is a peg on the back of the sheath, so you can plug it in right here. And but if you keep the sword in the sheath for too long, it does bend because the sheath itself is bent. But there's a back look, and here's another side look, and here I'll bring him closer so you can get a closer look at his face. Very well done, especially on this side. There is texture, and this one's smooth and more metallic, and this is all textured and matted. So that's why I said he's really cool in certain aspects like that. So let's go ahead and look at his articulation. He can look all the way to the right, all the way to the left. He can look down that much, and he can't look up at all. Oh wait. He can look up that much. He was a little stuck. So looking at his arm articulation, he can go up that far, and on both arms, because these things are glued in on the bottom right here and not the top. So you do get pretty decent arm articulation there. You do get the double hinge elbow joints right there. You do get the ball jointed wrist, so you can rotate up and down whatever you want. Once again, it is kind of awkward, that little space right there, but what are you gonna do? I don't work for McFarlane Toys. He kicks out that far, which is really good because Deathstroke is, you know, a hand-to-hand combat expert as well, so he does do a lot of kicking as well, and he can't kick back that far, which is also great. He does come with double hinge knees. Oh, okay, it's a little stuck, so I'm not gonna push it. And looking at his ankle articulation, he goes down that much, he goes up that much because he's stopped by the boot armor. He does have a ball rocker hinge, it's just a little stuck on this one. And he does come with that classic McFarlane toe articulation. I couldn't say the word. So yeah, guys, my other, I was gonna say my other gripe, but actually this is actually another positive. And as I stated, if you've once again seen my my McFarlane Batman Black Label review, you remember probably me saying that was the first figure that I felt that McFarlane Toys put, actual work into in terms of the plastic that they used, or actual care into the plastic that they used. Hold on. Let me make this easier for myself. There. Put him on the stand. Now he stands perfectly. Who would have guessed? But I have no gripe with the plastic on this one either. This is amazing. It feels weighted down like an action figure should. It feels like a Hasbro action figure. It doesn't feel like a cheap knockoff. So I'm glad that they're moving more into that direction. I hope it continues with their future releases, because the previous ones that we've gotten have felt a little wonky, a little cheap, a little flimsy, whereas this Deathstroke and the Black Label Batman do feel dense and like not hollowish, and the plastic feels really good, like you're not gonna break it. It just has a really good weight to it, an action figure weight to it. So yeah, guys, that's all I got to say about this guy. Let's go ahead, take some pics, and we'll be right back. Alright guys, thanks so much for sticking to the end of this video. If you enjoyed those pics, you can find the full images over on Instagram at CoolFigurez. And if you did enjoy this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up. It helps the channel grow a lot. And if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. But whether or not you're a subscriber, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day to listen to me talk about toys. I really do appreciate it. As always, I'm your host, Jesse the Bad Matro, aka the Buff Collector. And I will talk to you guys in the next video.